King and the Black Mamba, there was the Kid. A 6'11" phenom out of Chicago's Farragut Career Academy, Kevin Garnett burst onto the national scene on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1995. After winning National High School Player of the Year and being named McDonald's All-American as a senior, the South Carolina native was ready to try his luck in the NBA. In the 1995 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Garnett with the 5th overall pick, making him the first NBA player drafted directly out of high school in 20 years. During the 1997-98 season, the Timberwolves signed the now budding star to a 6-year extension worth $126 million. Garnett's pinnacle with the Timberwolves came in Game 7 of the 2004 Western semifinals against Chris Webber and the Kings. On his 28th birthday, the big ticket soared for 22 points and 21 rebounds as the Timberwolves advanced to the Western Conference Finals for the first and only time in franchise history. After 12 seasons in Minnesota, which included 2003 All-Star MVP, 2004 League MVP, and numerous franchise records that he still holds today, Garnett was traded to the Boston Celtics in the summer of 2007. The 7-for-1 deal is the largest number of players traded for a single player in league history. Garnett switched jersey numbers from 21 to 5 because Bill Sharman's green 21 was already retired. Then KG went to work with Paul Pierce and the newly acquired Ray Allen, and Boston's best big three since the 80s won the franchise's 17th championship. In addition to winning his only ring and only Defensive Player of the Year award, Garnett avenged years and years of early playoff exits in Minnesota. In the midst of Boston's title defense, Garnett suffered a strained right knee on February 19, 2009 in Salt Lake City. It was the first significant injury of Garnett's career. Although he returned 15 games later, he lasted only 4 games before being shut down for the rest of the season. In 2009-10, a healthy Garnett helped the Celtics make it to the NBA Finals, where they battled for 2 weeks with their arch rivals from the West. Despite leaving Boston with a 3-2 series lead and carrying the lead well into the third quarter of Game 7, the Celtics ultimately lost to the Lakers. After 6 years in Boston, Garnett was traded to the Nets in a blockbuster deal that included Paul Pierce. KG and Pierce joined a star-studded squad that would open the Brooklyn era of Nets basketball. Ultimately, Garnett and the new-look Nets would fall to a familiar foe. KG's 14th trip to the postseason would be his last. The following season, Garnett waived his no-trade clause in favor of a reunion with his old coach Flip Saunders in his old home in Minnesota.
It's perfect, man. This is, if you ever have a story that's a fairy tale, this is the perfect ending to it.
The Kid was back in the silver and black, this time as a mentor for the next generation of young Timberwolves.
It's not about how fast you do something. Being able to have someone that knowledgeable about everything is tremendously valuable, and I love every day that I'm getting a chance to play with him and next to him.
After 21 seasons, 15 All-Star selections, 9 first-team All-Defense nods, an MVP, and an NBA championship, there aren't many career triumphs that eluded Kevin Garnett. He collected more defensive rebounds than any other player in NBA history and joins the Dream and the Mailman as the only 3 men currently in the top 20 in total points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. But to try to define Kevin Garnett by statistics is to miss the point entirely. Intangibles are what made him so great. That competitive fire, that frenzied intensity, that unbridled passion for the game. KG played more than 50,000 minutes of NBA basketball, and he played every single one like it was his last. That is immeasurable.